Welcome back to FIFA Jack Gaming, where today we're opening up 3 more packs of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. These are set boosters, which have an art card and a foil in them. And thank you for watching, and let's see what we open up. The art card. That is The Ambitious Farmhand by Brian Sola. It's number 11 out of 81. We also popped a Forest, Drownyard Agram, costs us 4 and a green. Costs us 4 and a blue. It's a zombie horror. When it enters the battlefield, target player mills 3 cards. Pay 2 and a blue, and it can't block this turn. It's a 3/6 body. Revenge of the Drowned. It costs us 3 and a blue for an instant. Target creature's owner puts it on the top or the bottom of their library. You create a 2/2 black zombie token creature with decay. That means it can't block. And once you attack with it, that token ends up going bye-bye. Organ Hoarder costs us 3 and a blue for a zombie. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Then put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Has a 3/2 body. Harvest-Tide Sentry costs us 1 and a green for a human warrior. Has Coven. That means you have to have 3 different powers on the board with your creatures. Then they can't be blocked by anything that has a power of 2 or less this turn. Has a 3/1 body. Ritual of Hope costs us 1 and a white for an instant. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and it also has Coven. That's our first. That is our first uncommon. Cathar's Call costs us 2 and a white for an enchantment. Enchanted creature has vigilance, and at the beginning of your upkeep or instep, create a 1/1 white token. Oh snap! We open up a full art of Renin 7. Costs us 3 and 2 green for a legendary planeswalker. It comes with 5 loyalty and it's 4 abilities. This +1 is reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your graveyard. Or into your graveyard, not the bottom. The 0 is put any number of lands from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. And then the -3 is create a green Tree Folk token with reach. And this has the power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. And then the -8 is return all permanent cards from the graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem and you have no maximum hand size. Snap! Special art is a Covering Witch. Costs us 1 and a white. Has Covering and it gains flying. It's a 2/2. The Veteran costs us a white for a human cleric, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. Has a disturb of 1 and a white. So disturb is mean we could play it from our graveyard for a 1 and a white. It's for that's what it costs. It's a base 1 and 1. It becomes a Luminous Phantom. Luminous Phantom. It's a spirit cleric flying. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. If it's dealt damage, exile it. It's a 1/1. The Kalitas costs us 3 for a legendary artifact. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as it enters the battlefield. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Pay 3, tap it, it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. So if it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate this ability as a sorcery. Whenever day becomes night and night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card And if you do, discard a card. And then we have a Village Watch. Costs 4 and a red for a human werewolf. Has haste. It's a 4/3 body in the day bound. And on the night bound side, it's a Village Reavers. Wolves and werewolves you control have haste. Has a 5/4 body. And then we have a zombie. Well, I have to say, starting off with some special spice with this Renin 7. Digging it. 1 down, 2 to go. Alright, coming out with the art card. That art is The Emperor's Admonition. That is by Chris Rallis. It's number 59 out of 81. Then we have a mountain. Component collector. Costs 2 and a blue. It's a homunculus. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as it enters the battlefield. Whenever a day becomes night or night becomes day, you may tap or untap a target non-land permanent. It has a 1/4 body. Oh man, we're back-to-back homunculus because we also have the Unblinking Observer. Costs 1 and a blue. For a homunculus, that's a 2/1 body. Tap it, add 1 blue. Spend this mana only to pay for a disturb cost or cast an instant or sorcery spell. Then we have a Ritual Guardian that costs 2 and a white for a human soldier. Covering. And when it gains lifelink until end of turn. It is a 3/2 body. Hedge Witch's Mask costs 1 white for an equipment. An equipped creature gets +1/+1. An equipped creature can't be blocked by creatures with power of 4 or greater. Has an equipped cost of 2. Then we got a Defend Decletus. Costs 2 and a 2 green. It's an instant. Distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. It's an uncommon. We're on Borrowed Time. Costs 2 and a white for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, exile a target non-land permanent an opponent controls until end of turn, or until Borrowed Time leaves the battlefield. Dawnheart's Revenator costs 3 and a green for a human warlock. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Has a 2/3 body. Tavian Ruffian costs 3 a red, and then Daybound side has a 2/5 body. On the Nightbound side is a Tavern Smasher. Has a 6/5 body. Then we have the Tireless Hauler. It costs 4 and a green. For a human werewolf that has vigilance, has Daybound. The Daybound side is a 4/5. On the Nightbound, it becomes Dire Strain Brawler. Has vigilance and it's a 6/6. Our rare is the Rockfall Val. It's a land that enters the battlefield tapped unless we control 2 or more other lands. Tap for either a red or a green. Our foil is the Homestead Courage. Costs 1 white. For a sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control. It gains vigilance until end of turn. It's a flashback cost of 1 white. And then we have a token of a beast that's a 4/4. Pack 2 was kind of like a little snooze. At least we got a little bit of land. Now we're going over to pack 3. Alright. Opening up with the art card. On the other side is a Covering Witch by Anna Christensen. It's number 15 out of 81. We also got a Forest. We Startle. Costs 1 and a blue for an instant. Target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. Create a 2/2 black zombie token with decay. Then we're tapping the windows. It costs 1 and a green. For a sorcery, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Reveal a creature card from them and put it into your hand. And put the rest in your graveyard. Has a flashback cost of 2 and a green. We have a Shadow Beast sighting. Costs 3 and a green. For a sorcery, create a 4/4 beast token. Has a flashback cost of 6 and a green. Candlegrove Witch costs 1 and a white for a human warlock. Has Covering. And then Covering Witch gains flying until end of turn. Has a 2/2 body. Royal Gryph is a hippogriff that costs 2 and a white. It's a first uncommon. Has a body and toughness of a 2/2. And when it enters the battlefield, you may return another creature card you control to its owner's hand. Dual Crafter Trainer costs 3 and a white for a human soldier, first strike. And it has Covering. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. It's a 3/3 body. Harvest-Tide Infiltrator costs 2 and a red for a human werewolf. Trample and has Daybound. And the Daybound side is a 3/2. On the Nightbound, it's a Harvest-Tide Assailant. That has Trample has a 4/4. And then going on to Morning Patrol, costs 2 and a white for a human soldier with Vigilance, and it's Disturb of a 3 and a white. Has a 2/3 body, but if we end up playing for the Disturb side, it becomes the Morning Aspiration. It's a Spirit Soldier. It's one of the saddest little arts. That poor dog. If it was dealt damage or be put in the graveyard, we exile it instead. It has a 2/1 body. And we got another Harvest-Tide Infiltrator. And then we pulled another mythic of the Puppet Stitcher. Costs 2 and a blue for a human wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with decay. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you may transform the Puppet Stitcher. It becomes the Puppet Factory. It's an artifact. Creatures create tokens you control, lose all abilities, and have a base power of 3/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you may transform Puppet Factory. Our foil is a Rotten Reunion. It costs black for an instant. Exile 1 target card from a graveyard. Create a 2/2 black zombie token with decay. It has a flashback cost of 1 and a black. And the last card is the Magic minigame, Day versus Night. That's all 3 packs. What do you think of it? I was really excited with the spice of opening up a Wrenn and 7. And it's the full art version of that. Obviously, that would have been my pick. What would have been your pick? Put it down in the comments down below. And if you're liking the content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified about any of our future content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.